Alright, so
what are you
the
looking for
teams?
from today's contestants today, David?
My goodness.
So the teams are Oreo, Jovqnny, Atomic Hawk, Hippedkillmoose, and Buzzard versus Hera Potter, Critical Mass, Imortaltao, Zombie Tantalus, and it's Gingy. I think personally, with Oreo and Jungle and Hippedkillmoose and ADC, just those two alone run the floor if they can like get some synchronization going.
Yeah, because they have Atomic for comms. They already have two good mechanical players on mid and jungle. And they
No,
have defense.
it's ADC and Jungle. Moose is
ADC in jungle?
too.
Moose is ADC?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You can see him in his ADC.
So he hits everything. I mean, you have two capable
Yeah, as long as he
players
hits his
with
targets,
damaging
then I think he'll
characters.
do fine.
You can say that about any player though, as long as they hit their abilities.
This is going to be Immortal's first showcase game, so we'll see how he does.
Showcase game, yeah. This is gonna be really interesting. This is gonna be his first real like step in a competitive scene, as far as I know.
I'm very
Even if
interested
it
to
is
see how he
amateur.
does.
Yeah, I would love to hear the comms and how that plays out going into the match, because I'm a little wary on how he's gonna mix with everybody. I don't know how his teamwork skills are. He hasn't played in this situation before.
Because most likely,
And we do have two.
if Crit's team loses, it's probably going to be because of comms.
You really think it's gonna come down to comms? I don't know. With having a coordinator and a coach, one on both team, I think that really is gonna give a window into one, how those coach and coordinator are gonna affect teams, and two, like, I think it's gonna allow a lot of freedom for both teams.
Ooh, we got up to 12 viewers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream.
As we sit and wait.
Yeah.
Oh,
up here you go.
We're in Picks and Bands.
Started.
All right, so I'm gonna pass it over to Shane now, our analyst. He's gonna handle the rest of the stream for me.
Oh, first we come from Pele. Hey, Gingy squad doesn't want to mess with Pele at all.
Oh, hello.
Welcome to the stream, Shane.
What's going on? What's going on?
Right now we're in Picks and Bands. First band come from Gingy's team. We got Pele. Right team has Freya band. Looks like Mercury's also going to go as well.
Okay. Do you think they're going to ban the RDO?
I don't think they ban the RDO. I don't think RDO is that much of a huge pickup. I think in certain situations she can be a very, very great backline and frontline support, but I don't think she's first pick or first ban worthy. Up early.
Okay. Okay.
Very typical of
I think
meta
she's gonna
bans.
get taken. Yeah. Oh wait, Gingy's first pick.
Yep. They should
Who's your money on,
elect.
David? Who's your money on?
Who for first pick?
Yeah.
I say they grab the Terra here.
Grab Tara.
Geb first
Ooh,
pick.
and it's
Now,
the
I haven't seen that at all. That's such a weird pickup.
That was out of left field.
Because now red team can also just pick up the Odin, pick up the Terra, and have a great time against this Geb.
They pick up.
I'm not sure about the Bakasura pick here into the Geb, because Geb can literally shut down Bakasura damage.
Yeah, and there are picks on the board at that point, like an Odin.
It's too much of a niche pick to pick first pick, honestly.
And
Yikes!
right,
what a
Chris,
very interesting draft.
Do you think they're gonna take an Odin to go with this? Imagine
I don't
Odin
think
jungle.
so. They need to draft some sort of damage on a blue team.
That's true.
The Wheelers. So far, it seems they're
Two
drafting
jumps.
backwards in a sense. They're drafting their more their niche picks, their easily countered gods first instead of leaving them for last. So it's allowing the other
But you
teams
could
to
say
really like
you could say the same for the
counter
both
pick.
teams.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like both teams are really just
Okay,
drafting
follow.
backwards here. Rajan, very good pickup for red team. I think this game comes down to whether that Wheelix can shut down his Hera.
And is it Hera's jungle? Is that correct?
I believe so. I believe everyone's picking their own picks here.
Yeah. They so far. Well, Buzzard hasn't. Moose is playing the Uller.
So yeah, Giannis ban. And an X-Ball ban.
X-Ball. Then we got an Athena ban coming out of blue. Who would be another good ban, David? In your opinion?
Any front line. You can ban the RDO here. This would be a good time to ban the RDO. Ganesh is also a good ban.
Ban the Ganesh.
You also could ban a lot of frontliners in that situation.
I'm being told that Ganesh is Buzzard's safety pick. Maybe there's some thought into there that maybe they know him.
I believe it, honestly. But you haven't seen Buzzard play anything else other than the Ganesh whenever you play support.
That's
You've
true.
seen him on the Kumba, and he didn't perform as well as he should have.
Well, now he's going Cerberus, so maybe he'll have a chance to right the ship on that one. Show that he's a dynamic player.
Now, I'm not really sure about the Cerberus because of how the interaction with Geb shield is. Because Geb can just literally shield anyone who he ults. So it's pretty much like a useless ability for Cerb. But I think if he times it right, times it around the Geb shield, so he waits for Geb to get the shield someone, I think he can actually make plays.
What if it's a Cerberus solo?
I think Cerberus solo is probably their best option. I don't think you put Cerberus in duo. I think you take the Amaterasu they just drafted and you throw it in duo, get that early duo pressure, and steal the purple.
That's true, get that early XP lead, maybe get first blood?
They could look for the first blood if they play their cards right. We're seeing Zombie Tantalus on the Chiron again. He was doing pretty decent last night. His build was looking good. He was landing all of his shots.
And some of those ults were really nice.
Now this is going to be Immortal's first ever competitive game, so we definitely have to take a look at him.
I am interested, to say the least, but I don't know. I don't like the Poseidon into Raijin.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. Both the characters are kind of similar in the sense where you just bait the ult.
Well, with Poseidon
I don't
going
know
to
how
Raijin,
familiar Peter is
Raijin has that
with the character.
very easy to apply slow that Poseidon cannot dodge. So when Raijin applies that slow, Poseidon's a sitting duck. So if Geb's not around, I think Poseidon just dies on cooldown in these fights.
That's true, and he doesn't have the escape. He has the buff, but Raijin has a full, in a sense, escape.
So far, I'm really loving Red Team's draft.
But can they perform?
Yes. That's what's going to come down to, is whether they can actually utilize the comp correctly.
Alright, David, I'm not going to lie. I kind of see, I think blue team, I think their dual lane's going to do better early game.
I disagree. We'll see.
After watching Buzzard on the Kumba, I have my worries.
As long as Moose can clear that wave, I think the red team got it.
So do you know anything about, we obviously know who Oreo is. You and I have both met him, played with him before, but what do you know about Harry Potter? I know nothing.
I know he was previously in our league when we first started, and I know he plays a lot of ranked. I know he was very close to Masters as well, so he's definitely a decent mechanical player. I'm not sure about his
Okay.
decision making. I haven't watched him before, so this is going to be one of those games where I'll be paying attention to him as well. You know, is he landing those knockups to the wall? Is he pulling all of his ults? Is he like being that high pressure jungler he needs to be?
But we'll find out whenever.
Well, so far, blue team's draft around the Wheelix is really nice. You have the Geb for knockup, you have the Messiah ult for knockup. It's basically their goal is to look for picks in the jungle. That's their goal of their entire comp is. All right, we're done farming, we're done getting these big camps. Let's go look for a pick and force goal for it. Yeah, that's literally they're going to be their objective plan. All right, and we're going in.
Go.
And as soon as we get in the game here, Shane, let's time each other to see if we're on the same time.
Yeah, I got you.
One star on the wheel, because I want to see some good shit then. Alright, I'm in. The countdown hasn't started yet.
Still waiting as well. I am at 123.
Can you pause at 110?
Pause at 110. Got it. How many seconds am I waiting? Yeah,
Alright,
I don't
you
have
good?
a pause.
Oh, you just press the pause, the start button. Shit.
Just press the start button?
Yeah, and it pauses for you.
It's not doing that.
So when you press the
got it.
Okay.
Alright, we're pausing at 110. We're pausing at 110.
Yeah. Are you at 110?
And we're paused. Yes.
Alright,
Tell me when.
I'll count down in 3. Ready? Shane?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright.
Alright, looks like everyone's getting their starters going. I love the double guard. If I could speak today, commentate. We got the double guardian blessing start. I love it.
True.
I'm guessing we're gonna have Kuzingbo. Yep, running the guardians and solo. Literally, you just play stalling and you just get those that passive stacked.
Look at Peter though. He went into boots first. Imortaltao.
Let's see. Oh, he's Poseidon. Oh, I'm not the biggest fan of that. He could have gone.
Yeah, neither
like,
am I.
A tier 1
Look at
power
focus too
item.
good.
He could have gone like a tier 1 book or a tier 1 lost artifact. He could have gone a lot more options because that early clear is gonna be so important, and the fact that he's giving out on 20 to 15 power for 6% movement speed, it's a huge waste.
As opposed to the Raijin just going
Minions
tier 2
have
book.
spawned.
I know how you feel about that. Why don't you tell everyone? David?
My mic keeps going out and out. I hate this controller. Anyway, what were you saying, Shane?
I was talking about how do you feel about that Raijin book 2 or tier 2 book?
I'd rather have the Mage's Blessing because since he can apply dot damage, he can apply the Mage's Blessing a lot better since it's more ability based rather than pure damage.
Alright.
Plus, it'll help him
We
get
got
that
Crit,
early
has
regen.
some nice pressure. Pressuring mid. And red team has the early pressure and duel. You were right.
Looks like duo lane's gonna get that purple buff. Like I said, they had that early pressure. They're gonna get that purple buff for free.
David, what time are you at?
I'm at 54, 55, 56.
Oh, I am 20 seconds.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Oh god. Pause at 130. I'm gonna pause at 130. Yeah.
I wonder how you got ahead.
Yeah, that was super weird. Just count me down whenever. From 5.
I'm almost there.
We may have been at the wrong 110s, yeah. Just count me down from 5 though.
I'm at 130. Alright, are you ready? You didn't pause at 130?
I did pause at 130. We're at 136. I thought you were gonna count me down.
Why do I have to count you down? Just pause at 130. Anyway, are you ready?
Yeah.
So you're 136.
I'm at 150.
At 150? Alright, so when you pause, you
Yeah.
need to stay paused.
Alright, pause at 2 minutes now.
Like, you gotta help me out here. I cannot read
Yeah,
your
I am
timer.
so sorry for this quality. Yeah, I am messing up.
Alright, I'm almost at 2.
Okay.
I'm pausing now. Alright, are you? I'm at 2 minutes. Are you ready?
Yeah, count me down.
Alright. On pause on go. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright. Sorry about that, everybody.
Yeah, we apologize. Alright, let's just get going with the game here. Looks like red team still has pressure in duo. That comp is really helping them out with these really clear. Geb not being the best really clear guardian. He's just really there for the team fights. So as long as blue team keeps position in the mid game, I think they'll do fine here.
Yeah, Crit's got some nice pressure and scatter. Peter picking up the slack in mid a little bit. Nice, nice. Oh, actually, this is a level. Minutes in and still no first blood.
So far, everyone's playing it safe. Nothing too much going on. Everyone's getting their safe one.
Take a risk. Come on.
Everyone's just
Showcase game. Let's show off.
these matchups because everyone's kind of like no one's matched up correctly, so it's really hard to compare stats.
Like just
like how the
general
Gebs
player
match up with
skill.
the Rajan, the Wheels match up with the Amaterasu, the Chiron match up with the like the matchup with the
team
wrong
comps.
role.
I follow.
I'm very unfortunate. Something a little bit harder.
Uh-oh.
We'll get through.
Buzzer's in trouble. Buzzer's in trouble.
Oh, first
And
blood for
first blood
Hera
to
Potter.
Hera. Alright.
Like I said, as long as he does their job, that early pressure, I think blue team does fine here.
My gaze is feeding off the
Last getting that shoot of focus and that early mana and cooldown. So start throwing those nays around.
Yep, Raijin also just finished. We've got full boost.
Off we go!
Alright, so I've never done Baka jungle before, so like, why is there a reason to go, you know, tier 1? I take a Deathbringer that's gonna be? Or is it a,
it's probably gonna be
is
the new blade.
okay.
Basically, it gives you AoE damage with your auto attacks. And so for Baka, as long as he hits one of the minions, he clears all 3 with one auto.
Gotcha.
And since he can eat minions, he can literally just pressure these mid camps for free. He can literally just start eating all of them. And Relix, even though her clear is great, it's not going to match Baka's ability to stay anymore.
Come on, Peter, you gotta hit the whole wave with that.
Yeah, 2 level 7s come from blue team, looking pretty far ahead. Look at the graphs here.
Oh dear.
Yeah, 500
Shit,
gold
almost got the.
between both teams.
Yeah, the Raijin is leading the game. XP per minute though, followed by Hera and Peter.
Crit though on that Kuza, almost at 4k, 1300 ahead of us. Oh, this is
I was
huge.
just watching that fight.
Then he had the beads.
Oh wow, yeah, that was a Willix's ult down.
Looking to pressure these. His ult is up. He can pressure someone here. Yep, shield is down. Now's the time to go in. He's not blink, unfortunately, so he can't initiate. Moose over here getting some insane pressure and duo on this Chiron. Already a level ahead.
And look at that, he's just going straight in. He got a starter, but now he's just going straight into Transcendence. He didn't even bother with boots yet.
I'm not the biggest fan of him going Assassin's Blessing because he's not relying on those autos as much as he's relying on the axe blade arrow combo. So I think he's honestly losing on damage on Uller doing this, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It gives him a lot of MP5. He has a lot of damage on his auto. So I'm looking pretty low here. Probably gonna look for her back as soon as he gets this red. He's low mana, so he needs it back as soon as he can. If he sticks around and he ends up using his ability this next wave, he won't have enough for an ultimate on the next fight. And if his team needs him, it's gonna be some big trouble. Looks pressuring the dueling for that purple buff. He's looking at Moose. He baited the beads, very smart. He's gonna pull him. Oh. Fortunately, the beads timer outlasted his pull, so he pulled at the wrong time. Very good scenario for Moose. Ooh, Cerberus barely misses the ultimate. Ooh, he's gonna pick up here. Yep.
Yep. Down goes Buzzer.
Hera Potter looking
Hera
really
now
good
is
on this
just
ability.
Geb.
Boxer going in.
Goes the Geb. The Geb get
Geb was a great thing.
No.
But he is gonna pay for this. Honestly, support for support, not the worst thing in the world. It basically just resets the entire map. Looks like there's gonna have to come back to the drawing board for this because so far both teams are going neck and neck in these fights.
I will eat you.
Moose taunting the other carry, backing right in front of him.
Oh man, Peter hasn't even started building stacks yet. It's 10 minutes in.
Critical Mass putting a lot of pressure on this almost her awesome. I'm sure she's just irrelevant this whole game. Willows having no mana, needing to back soon. Hope she doesn't stick around for too long. Yep, back right now. She decided to go into Crusher. Really get Crusher, so she can go for Hydra as well. Hydra is a great item for Willows. Makes those autos go from 100 to 300 damage.
We need to wait.
So far, not much of a gold lead for blue team. We got 500 gold difference. Right team down.
No one's even tried for gold yet.
Experience going the way of red team. They're definitely getting
That's gonna fight a gold. So is he gonna go down?
Alright, well, he's looking for a good ultimate. Doesn't land any knock. Very unfortunate.
Support.
Very unfortunate rotation from Poseidon. The Poseidon rotated a little bit faster. Playing a lot better. The fact that he was late to that rotation allowed their Rajan to just pop off in that fight. Looks like Baka is going to steal the purple buff from blue team. Just trying to put a lot of pressure on this power.
Why don't you immediately go into gold there?
I guess they assumed they lose a lot of their kit and kill everyone there. They still had the Poseidon up on red or blue team. I mean, I guess they just wanted a chance and they just wanted to reset. With the amount of wards, we got 6 wards coming from the Geb, and we got 4 coming from Rajan, 4 from the Kuzenbo. We got 4 people who haven't gotten a single ward this entire game. No ward pickups from the mid laner at all. Very questionable. Very questionable. A lot of times in mid lane, what's pressured is off of the mid camps, and you catch a lot of rotation. So you don't ward there, you just skip the juggler for rotation in lanes. Ooh, was barely missing the combo.
Last alive.
The blue team getting pressured on a mid again. We're gonna lose these left mids. They should be calling for the right mids right now, but looks like they're just... I don't know. I'm not sure what they're doing.
There's no silver medal for finishing second.
A lot of farm is up and Poseidon is just killing a mid lane. I think he's kind of afraid to enter this jungle. This is where wards come in. Very much use for this team.
I mean, it's also been a while since he's played Smite, so he could just be that rusty as well.
Still though, it impacts the game. Objectives being pressured so far. They're letting a good knock-up on both teams. Both players. Both teams not really sure what they want to do right now. Oop,
Yeah, it's
right,
kind of
soul
a
lane is being pressured.
on right now.
Baka has ult. Both looking for us to see. Baka dropping down. So it's not being able to land that ultimate on Baka. Looks like they know Boxer is on this speed camp. They're chasing him. Good fucking CC coming from the depth.
Oh, his CC chain. How big is that right now?
That's
He's now
huge.
2 levels above him.
Yep, what it does is it denies Baka that movement speed he needs, and it also denies the farm he can get from that camp now.
And now she has the timer, so she's definitely gonna go back.
Yep, all blue team has to do is play around that speed, and they can go back. If red team doesn't recognize that and they didn't let it go, I think this is.
Ooh, but as we speak, first tower of the game coming out of the duo lane for blue.
Yep, Moose picking up that tier 1 tower.
Swim! Imortaltao!
So no objectives yet from both teams. Gold Fury is still up. Pyro is also still available.
Oh, the team's red team is grouping. Never mind.
Not really sure why no one has tried to start a fight around these objectives. These objectives can really turn the game around.
Right at gold.
Yeah, they should honestly
just chose to do nothing.
Just look for a fight around the objectives. If my team fight is better than yours, I'm looking for a fight at that gold area. That looks like he's caught out here. Ooh, he's gonna get CC'd. He's gonna have to ult to get away here.
Oh no.
And he get the dash off, and he's scot-free.
Oh no, they're
Simon's gonna take some poke here. Baka's gonna invade those back camps. Red team starting to pull the gold fairy now. 16 minutes.
Hey, but look at a Willock, she just got speed.
Ooh, she didn't come from behind. Can you feel this? And red team secures the gold fairy. Did you get? Oh, let's go get 2 kills come from this team. And beside this game. Oh, unfortunately, he spreads out too far from this team, and Baka's just solo. Moose looks like he is going in on this kill here. And they won't pick up the wheel, it's gonna pick up the gap, and they get the double kill. So not only did red team pick up the gold fury, they also took like 3 kills. And now they're gonna get the pyromancer for free. We can take a look at the graphs here. You can see a huge spike downward. 2,500 in speed difference and 2,700 gold difference. This is where the game starts getting out of control for this team here. You have a really high pressure early game comp that's losing to late game team fight comp. So when you start losing that early game, as that said high pressure comp, I think that's when the game starts spiraling out of control.
You know, it's also true.
What is that?
The best players on red team making plays. Moose and Oreo making plays. And I think
100%.
that's really why they're in this. Look at this, 4, 1, and 3 out of the bottom.
I think it also just comes down to that red team that just has the better comms. They know what they want in these fights. They know what they need to do, and they're doing it. Blue team just looks lost.
Atomic Hawk. Well, he is one of our coaches. He had to sub in for tonight.
I believe so.
He's sort of taking charge a little bit.
I think so. I think mechanically he's doing all right. He's doing what he needs to do. But I think in terms of comms, I think he's really helping this red team kind of focus on what they need to do. Looks like blue team is going to take a fight, and their team's jumping. This is a bad fight for Ray.
Gag shield, gag shield.
Blue team needs to really fight around this fire giant.
Okay, both teams are going to pull off for now.
Ooh, big poke coming from Ryan. Ooh, big signal. And Blue's going to pick up the first kill, but Hip returns with another. And so is Oreo. There's 3 down. Already down. He has no dash to escape. All across to apply that passive. Kills Hera Potter in the background. with the double kill. Now it's just a 5-1. Ooh, actually, forgot Buzzer died in that fight quite a while ago. Gives Red opportunity to take the tower though. Moose has these speeds instead of using those games. They will take both towers here.
Come on, Grit!
And that's a huge gain for Red Team, picking up 2 towers. And stealing the speed buff. Red Team is looking a lot more cleaner in these fights.
Can Hera prove to come back?
Well, I'm not the biggest fan of his build. He's starting to get a little bit more expensive with his build. He is rather behind as an Awilix. I don't think stone cutting was the answer. He definitely needed a bigger power spike than that. It only gives what, 30 power? He needs a lot more if he wants to make an impact in these fights. Right team will start playing around Fire Giant now.
Hey, what time?
I am at 21-25.
5 seconds ahead of me.
I can just do a quick pause. You don't have to do anything.
Okay.
Alright, I'm at 21-3.
You're 2 seconds ahead of me. Yeah, you're 2 seconds ahead of me.
Okay. Alright, we should be even now.
Alright, 21-50.
Looks like Imortaltau's gonna use her teleport to get across the map for this team fight. Not sure why over here. Fire Giant is stuck. 22 minutes in the game.
Yeah,
Red
everyone
team
should be far enough along to where they can take it with ease.
Red team does have the oracles here. This is gonna be a very risky call for blue team that they try to get this gold fairy.
I'll make it quick. But my game
He's barely missing that
Get
axe.
shield out.
Good poke on the
Good
will.
poking out the back line.
Chris looking pretty low here. He's
Coming
already at
back.
half health as the front line. Needs to be really careful. He is gonna try to back here. This does mean he gives up the gold fairy if he does back. Red team knows to refresh this. Can they get the steal though? Kind of the wall. Red team still secures it.
Ooh.
Red has the ult out, or he's gonna die. Yep, trying to peel as best as he can. Already at half health, gets a double 3-man stun. Here lands a knockup, gets a kill on Buzzer. Roger's volley ulti back again.
Oh, Willis is going on earlier.
Picks up Zombie. He is getting pushed by
and the ult
Crit
to
in the
get
background.
Moose.
Ooh, and picks up the double kill.
Uh-oh. She pick up the triple. Nope, she's gonna pull off. What's the play here? It's gotta be at least Pyro. Oh, they're gonna go big. Big fire. Oreo's coming around, he's looking to steal.
Look for the big plays.
Oh, he didn't care about the steal.
He's gonna go for the pick.
Can he get it? Yeah, and he picks it up. Does he die? The heal.
I think he gets out of here. And blue team's about to reset him for it.
Gaze into the mirror.
Crit's still staying around looking to bully the other team. You wanna know what's hurting this red team in these fights?
What's hurting him?
The fact that Buzzard is still level 14.
And he's 0-7.
Yeah, it's making these fights very hard. A lot of their front line are very low levels, So unfortunately, there's nothing to really tank the damage except for Amaterasu. But Amaterasu's already squishing herself. She's electing to go more of a health build rather than a full tank build. So she's just looking to soak a lot of damage. But with Cerberus still being level 14, he can't really do much in terms of damage. He can't do much in terms of soaking damage. It's gonna be really hard for this red team to really take control of these fights now. Ooh, got all coming from Amaterasu. Look at right here. He's gonna have to ult for this. It's a triple ult from Geb. Arjun's looking to go in. Looks like blue team gets out of here.
Red team gets pyro. Oh,
3 ults down
nope,
from red
not
team.
Gonna do... That makes sense. They can't secure it. Can't secure fire, so they're not gonna do it.
Looks like Crit is gonna be teleporting in here. Gonna pop this too. That's like a lot of damage. He's also taking a lot on the cross. He's doing a lot.
Shut down.
Huge kill on Oreo. Crit is gonna go down here
Crit's
though.
picked up by Moose.
Red team looking very low. These fights.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, huge poke.
Really, he's got to get out of there.
Be very careful here. It is a 3v4. Just because they're low does not mean you win this fight.
Hera's going to get out of there.
And that might be going down here.
Oh,
huge pickup. Fortunately, Genji was still on cooldown, so he couldn't pick up that Raijin. But they still pick up the support and the Jung.
Nice to meet ya.
Blue team
Jump.
is still winning these fights, even though they're 10k down.
Rampage.
Oh, down goes on. That should
Raijin
be
going in with an ult.
No, is that not a hit? Down goes Atomic. Wow.
Huge pickup for blue team.
That was a huge Geb shield from Jung.
You think that with this lead that red team has, they'd be controlling these team fights. Yeah, blue team is actually ahead in kills.
That's crazy.
Harry Potter 9-3, really showing off this game that he could still carry behind or ahead.
Now, what does that do for his draft stock?
I think this makes him a much more appealing player for a lot of the coaches. It says, hey, I can carry a game even if I'm behind. I can carry a game if I'm ahead, behind, even, doesn't matter, I'll carry the game.
Pick up. I did not catch who it was by.
Looks like blue team actually picked up that goal for you. Really picking up the grabs here.
Oh. My full team in mid. Full team in mid.
Gods, my favorite type.
You see that huge power,
Bring
that
it
huge
back.
gold spike right there.
Jinji's already at half. Red team is all full.
Rogue's gonna get their speed buff here, so she's gonna get ready for this next fight.
Buzzer's
Looks
spraying
like-
fire. Spraying fire.
Looks like blue team is looking for a fight here.
I don't think they can get this.
Fire giant already below
Nope,
50%.
they secure it.
Our team gets the fire giant. Blue team needs to reset right now. If they get any picks right here, this is gonna be bad news. Really good disengage by blue team. No picks just yet. Looks like they're gonna go straight down middle. Oreo's gonna push up that mid wave. Oh, they're going straight into the jungle. Pick up that last tower. This is very important because it's like time to now it's gonna be down to 3 phoenixes. At times gonna have less people.
I think this is the red team win.
Yeah, I think they see Johnny and win.
Give me strength.
Yeah, play his next fight right. Once they bait out that gap, I think they win this.
Alright, so David, you're a common hawk, okay? You saw Moose lead his games yesterday, both games in kills, and he had the fuse play. And he just had a huge Uller play for you at a different role. What stops you from drafting him?
I don't think anything stops me from drafting him. I think this puts him in the first round with a lot of the other good players in this league. It shows not only that he's a good mechanical player, but he's playing very well. He builds properly, he knows how to lane properly, and he can pick up those easy pickups on kills, and he can play multiple roles. It's not bad enough, or it's not good enough. Huge ult by Immortal.
Picking up Hera and Jung.
Even though the 2 of blue are dead, they still do not see this Phoenix just yet. Red team very low.
If they pick out, all they have to do is kill that Poseidon.
Looks like they are going to stay. A lot of the Fire Giant doing a lot of the work for them. Good pick, good poke. It's gonna be huge. Ooh, and Zombie Tantalus picks up Buzzard.
You will not escape. Give me strength.
Do your red team, you have to reset.
Yeah, I don't think sticking around here any much longer is the call.
You got a
Red team
full
going
up
back to
in
base.
blue. One of your tanks is down. Yeah, that's the sensible thing to do.
Red team should just go look for this farm in their jungle, steal it away from the enemy, and go reset.
I don't know about you, David. I think Oreo is establishing himself as at least a second round pick. Maybe a late
believe so.
first.
His attitude is a little questionable, but
Yeah,
that
like
shows
you said,
his
we gotta get in those
mechanics are on par with the rest of these players.
Tasty snack.
Let my aim be death become. Give me strength.
What do you think of Jinji's get play?
I think Jinny's been looking very good on the Geb. He's been laying his Geb shields, he's been laying huge ultimates for his team, giving deciding the easy setup that he can use for those ultimates, those big Krakens that he needs. So I think Jinji's definitely doing his job and shows that he can be a good front line. Geb stalling.
Now, do you draft him at solo or support?
I think you draft him as support. You saw him in solo. He was making an okay impact. He wasn't doing that great. He was going against Double though, which Double was fragging his brains out. But I think this shows that Jinji's a way better support than he is solo. So red team's gonna push down middle here. Kyle needs to group up his team. Red team's gonna start this fight without him. Bill's also by herself. We gotta group this side here.
Pain.
Now, we get interesting.
Everyone seems to have their relics up. for this fire giant again. Blue cannot let this happen. Yeah, unfortunately, Hera kind of he went in without his teammates, and he was just in a 1v5 scenario. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna lose that scenario.
If you're red, you have fire, you need to end it. They can end it.
Yeah, this is already game. They lost their best player. He's gonna be one of the players who's gonna get the picks in these fights. All the tons of side now. The games will come down to whether Poseidon can land a huge Kraken. Tantalus picking up a kill here.
No.
Blue pushing back red team again with this siege defense. Looks like they want to get a pick here. And they land on the Rajan.
And a huge ult on the Rajan.
He has to use beads. And Poseidon lands the ult. Huge pick up for blue team. This is where they pressure the game here. They need to put pressure here now, where they lose this game. They need to go in right now.
This is what throwing looks like.
Oh, Cross is going to go in here by herself. Red team slowly following up on her. She's just trying to dash out. Buckle is up. They can't look for a pick. But Wilkes is up though. She's coming in. She's going to pull the Albatrossu. Albatrossu has no ult to stop this.
Got a lot of Geb.
Double kill.
Ooh, and the Whirlpool not landing mark. Just, yeah. Oreo picking up a double kill. Huge. Can he get the triple?
Killing spree. Killing spree.
Crit and Gingy.
And Moose cleans it up as long, and Oreo cleans up Gingy. Deicide. Harry Potter, the only one left. All 5 are red. Still up. Still helping. All.
And that's gotta be good.
I think this is game. Treading the Phoenix. They were looking at the side. All Cross is snitching. Harry Potter trying to stop him in the back. Flame Breath coming in. She has to jump out or she's dead.
For red team.
Pick up the kill and the W. GG.
R.I.P.
What a win for my team.
To get pushed out of Phoenix, then counterattack, and win the game.
Look at the wards from blue team and red team. You can see there's an even like wards pickup from red team. Yeah, 11, 7, 8, 2, 12. But then you look at blue team. A lot of the wards are coming from the frontliners, 15 and 13. And then you have
none out of Peter.
Yeah, none coming from the Poseidon. Very questionable. Very questionable. Vision really helps you with these games because it picks up a lot of the jungler rotations. And when you catch those rotations, you can honestly counter gank. That's how you counter gank in this game. All the reasons why blue team lost, I think.
All right, David. Well, that's game 1 in the books. We will be right back with game 2.